news tonight because U.S. Southern Command just announced another strike on an alleged drug trafficking boat, this time in the Eastern Pacific. That's what you're watching here, this video that they released today of this strike. The military says that this boat was carrying drugs, and they allege that 4 men on board had been killed as a result of this strike. This is all coming, though, as Congress is now investigating the video of the very first of what is now the total of 23 strikes on these suspected and alleged drug boats. The commander who led that initial mission is now under major scrutiny, and he was on Capitol Hill today to brief lawmakers who have been demanding answers about what happened and when. Admiral Frank Bradley was joined today by the Joint Chiefs Chairman, Dan Kane, and the Secretary of Defense has asserted that the Admiral is the one who made the call for a follow-up strike that day, targeting the survivors who were in the water after the initial strike. The military brass was taking questions behind closed doors from lawmakers, but CNN has exclusive reporting tonight from sources with direct knowledge of those briefings that the Admiral told them that the 2 survivors in the water did not appear to have radio or other communications devices. That matters because defense officials that we've been hearing from have been quietly arguing that the survivors were legitimate targets because they appeared to be radioing for help or backup, reinforcements that could theoretically allow them to have continued to traffic the drugs that were on board that boat. However, despite that, and according to our new reporting here at CNN tonight from my colleagues, Admiral Bradley today acknowledged that those 2 survivors were in no position to make a distress call. The level of satisfaction with these answers that lawmakers got today seemed to depend, though, on whether or not they were Democrats or Republicans.
What I saw in that room was one of the most troubling things I've seen in my time in public service.
They were exactly what we'd expect our military commanders to do. I didn't see anything disturbing about it.
I have more policy questions than ever about the framing of the mission, the rules of engagement.
My source tonight is the top Democrat on the House Armed Services Committee, Congressman Adam Smith of Washington. What did you see on that video today that you can tell us tonight?
Well, it's disturbing on 2 levels. First, I agree with Senator Kearns. The overall mission. What is the war that we are fighting here, and what are the rules of engagement? Because if it's a war, it's one thing. If it's not, it's a different thing. And the whole underpinning of the entire mission is in question. And this only raises those questions further. And on this specific second strike, we got a lot of bad information from Secretary Hegseth. I remember, first of all, he said fake news didn't happen. This, well, it happened, but he took the shot. It was the fog of war. We couldn't see. It's very, very clear in this video, which, by the way, should be made public. You had 2 shipwrecked people on the top of the tiny little bit of the boat that was left, that was capsized. The bow. They weren't signaling to anybody.